Hello.
Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to The Gay and the Grossed Out. I am Cassidy.
And I am Ryan.
Ryan,
Yes, Cassidy.
how
Oh,
are
wait.
you? Oh,
Oh, no. Go. Say what you were going to say.
how are you today?
Oh, I'm good.
I'm so
I'm
glad.
good.
I'm going to reposition myself, so
Okay, go
you
for it.
say what you were going to say.
Oh, I was going to ask you if you wanted, because we didn't talk about this before the show. Are we going to do Am I the Jerks? Because I might have a couple.
Yeah, I
Do you
think
want to
we
do like
can.
one or two?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we have a different topic for today, but we didn't talk about if we were still going to do that today. We can do like one. Let me find a good one. Anyway, is there anything you want to say? Any updates? Any life updates?
I didn't tell you. I'm having a little trouble with my advisor.
Uh-oh.
I was like, no, like I only have, so I am taking women and gender studies. That is my minor.
Mm-hmm.
In a section, it says pick 4 of the 5 classes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took 2. I'm currently taking 1. So that
Okay.
means I would have 1 left. Is that not correct?
Correct.
I pointed at this and said that multiple times to this woman. And she just was like, no, you have to take both of them. And I was like,
I already
"No."
did.
I already did.
You're
And
I already did.
I gave up. I sat down. I just was going to let her figure out. I was like, okay, I'll take both of those classes.
Yeah, even though you're like, I'm not, but sure. We'll just say that.
Right.
So.
Do whatever makes you happy.
Right. That's funny.
But yeah, and then afterwards she didn't even acknowledge that I was correct and just changed what she was saying. And then didn't acknowledge it at all. So I was just like,
okay.
what happened? What happened?
That's rough. I also had my advising today. Oh, I don't think I didn't tell you this. I'm picking up a minor.
Oh my god.
Congratulations. Okay, everybody. It's not official yet, so let me not say things that aren't real. But I will be. I am a music industry major, if you didn't know. But I'm going to be, hopefully, by the end of this week, I'm going to get it sorted out. I will be a music industry major with a communications minor. Because my thing is when I was looking at my requirements for my degree, I noticed that I could literally graduate next semester, if I wanted to, because I'm pretty much done with everything. But I was like, I mean, I'm already planning on being here another semester, and I'm also going to be paying for housing for the whole academic year.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to basically be on campus anyway. So I was like, what little minors do I want? And I was looking, and communications, it's only 18 credit hours. And I already have taken 2 3-credit communications courses. So that's 6 out of the 18. So I only need to do 12 more credits, which is very doable in 2 semesters.
100%.
So I was like, might as well.
And for me, I did exactly what everyone told me not to do. I waited to take my foreign language. And so here we are. I'm going to take 2 semesters of Italian.
Wow.
I will be fluent.
Yeah, after this semester, my Fredonia foundations are over.
I have to go and talk to the advising center because one of my credits for the Greek way, which was one of the hardest classes I've ever taken because it was in a philosophy class and it was over Zoom. So both things just
Yikes.
hit me on the head and I was just like, I'm done. I passed. But it's not counting for one of the Fredonia foundations. So now I have to go through that bureaucratic black hole trying to get that fixed.
Great. Yeah, my biggest problem was trying to find the classes that I wanted to take not at the same time. Because every class I want to take, they're all on the same day at the same time. And I'm like, okay, cool. Don't know how that's going to work because they all are only one section. So I can't pick other ones.
I do have to say in my women and gender studies minor, there's also barely any classes being offered. One of the requirements for the minor is social justice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not offered because it's taught in women and gender studies and ethnic studies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's taught in neither of those sections.
Great.
I told my parents today that Fredonia sucks. And they were very surprised when I said that.
They were like, wait, what? Anyway, we're thriving, guys, truly. We're doing great.
Yeah, and also if you're listening on YouTube, this is probably the first time you've listened in 3 weeks.
Sorry, we had some
because that wasn't recorded.
We had some technical issues the past couple weeks, so our YouTube uploads have been very inconsistent. But we're gonna get back into it. This is the start of us getting back into it. We just hit a couple roadblocks, but I think we're good. I think we've got it now.
Okay.
I think we do. I think we've got it figured out. I think we're good now.
I hope so. So do you have some Am I the Jerks?
I do. I have one. Let me read the little title and let me know if this sounds interesting to you. Am I the jerk for not helping my wife after she didn't help me?
That one's so vague.
Which is why reading it might not be
But,
a
like,
bad idea.
I know, but I feel like it's going to end up being... Is it marked? Like, do you have, like, one?
It is marked, so I know what the things are,
you're
but
not
I'm
go-
not going to tell you.
Ugh!
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Why would you do that to me?
Because I want to know your unsolicited opinion.
Okay, I guess we're doing it then.
Yeah, so, okay.
They
They start this by saying, this is a throwaway account. So they aren't a common Redditor.
They're going to sell that account for karma. I just
Maybe.
realized... I just found out recently
Yeah.
that these could all be fake.
I think we talked about that last week.
It wasn't recorded, though.
Oh, you're right, it was not. So,
Hmm.
yeah, you can sell Reddit accounts for karma.
I can't stand it. I'm going to run out of this room 3
Okay.
minutes into the
Me
recording.
alone. I'm just like, hey, guys. Just talking to everyone like, hey, I don't know what to talk about, so I guess I'll just Google stuff that I don't know and see if I can figure it out. That's what I would do if you were gone. I literally would just Google
Yeah.
things, like be like, I don't know how this works. Let me Google it, and then I'll just read it and be like, okay, guys, so this is how making a CD works, because I don't know how that works, even though
you
I'm
watch a whole how it's made video.
I probably should, because like I am a music industry major, and I feel like knowing how a CD like works is something I should know, but I don't. I fully just have no idea. I'm like, it's
Wouldn't you learn
it's
that in
magic.
something like, I don't know, maybe like sound
haven't
crazy?
just telling you right now, we haven't done a CD unit yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I don't think we will. Like, to be honest, don't think that's a thing I'll know. But anyway,
Am I the jerk?
am I the jerk? Back to this. So for clarification, I, 25 female, had an unwanted pregnancy from my ex. Oh, I think we have a lesbian. Because she said not helping my wife, and this is a woman writing this.
Lesbian.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm so excited.
we here
now.
at Gay and the Grossed Out are pro-lesbian, just so you know.
What's the...
Putting that out there.
Go lesbians.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go lesbians.
Let's go lesbians. Let's go. Billy Eichner. Billy on
Yes.
the street.
Let's go lesbians. Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Okay. I, 25 female, had an unwanted pregnancy from my ex. When I found out, it was too late to abort, so I kept the child. So she gave birth
Okay.
to the baby. When I met my wife, 23 female, she said she doesn't want kids. She ended up loving me and accepting my kid. Okay, so when they met, she was like, I don't want kids. And then she's like, well, I already got one, so...
Joke's on you.
Sorry. So to the story. My wife and I love gaming, and a few days ago, a new game got released.
Gamer lesbians.
Gamer lesbian.
Do you think it's going to be Kirby?
Let me see when this was posted. This was posted a week ago. Was
It
Kirby
could-
out? Yeah.
Yes. Oh
Might
my
have
God.
been.
This is totally going to be Kirby.
Maybe it was about Kirby. I'm reading a little ahead. She doesn't say the game, I don't think, so we won't know. But we can assume it's probably Kirby. We always play together when my kid, 5 years old, is already asleep. Last Thursday, she was playing, and I needed to go to work. The daycare was closed because of one caretaker having COVID, so my child was supposed to stay home. I asked my wife if she can take care of him while I'm at work, and she agreed. While I was at work, my mom called me that my dad got into an accident at work and he was getting admitted into a hospital 1.5 hours away from me. It wasn't anything serious, but because of the specific injury, he needed to go to that hospital. I told my boss and he said I should go. I called my wife and asked her about it, and she said that I will drive there. I asked if she wanted to come see my dad too so we could get to see my dad together. She declined and said she would like to continue her game. I drove home to get my child so we could visit my dad together. Okay, so she has to go to the hospital. She gets clearance to go from work. She calls her wife and is like, hey, wifey, just wanted to, I'm going to come home and pick up our kid. Want to know if you wanted to like come along and see my dad in the hospital. And the wife said, no, I'd rather game.
Which,
I hate.
yeah.
I'm just going to be honest. If that were me, I'd be like, no, you're coming. Sorry. You can come back to that game later. This is literally my dad in the hospital. Like, you're coming.
Or it's on Switch. It's mobile.
Yeah, bring it with you and you can play it. Because at the hospital, you can wait for,
Or
like, you wait for hours at the hospital sometimes.
What if it's Elden Ring, though? What if we're talking about, what if it's like worse?
I'd be even madder.
Yeah.
I'd be like, are you kidding me? To play Elden Ring? You want to sit here and torture yourself instead of go see my dad at the hospital? Okay, there's more. But my kid didn't want to go either. So she gets home to pick up her kid to get to the hospital. And the kid is like, I don't want to go nowhere. This 5-year-old is like, nope, I don't want to go. He doesn't like hospitals. And I always tell him there isn't anything to be scared about. It was worded weird. He still doesn't like going, except if he really needed to, or if all of us are going. So I asked my wife if she could continue to watch him while I visit my dad. She said no, because I said she would just need to watch him while I was at work. Oh, so the wife's like, you said I only had to watch him while you were at work. I'm not watching him more. Okay.
Excuse me? Oh my.
I got upset and begged her because I really wanted to see if my dad is okay. I feel like this is a good reason for wanting my wife to watch him. She still declined and told me to take him with me. I just wanted to see my dad, so my kid and I left. I called my friend and asked her. She understood and said he will watch him for a bit. So she called her friend and was like, will you watch my kid while I go to the hospital? And her friend was like, yeah, for sure. Good friend. Okay. I drive him to my friend, and she said she can watch him for the whole weekend if she needed to. I went to my dad and then stayed the weekend at my parents' house. I called my friend over FaceTime every day, at least 3 times, to talk to my son and see his face. On Sunday, my wife called me and asked when I will be coming back because she was stuck at a part of the game and needed my help. I said, I'm not coming home because I want to be with my dad. My kid wanted to see my dad too, so I picked him up today to see him. When we went home, my wife tried to get me to play the game for her, but I declined. Now she's mad at me for not helping her. I see it as if we're even now. She didn't help me when I needed her, and now I didn't help her when she needed it. We had similar fights before, but I always just sucked it up and helped her. Now I don't feel like doing that, and that's the end.
That's like a psychopath.
Insanely unreasonable. Like, insanely unreasonable.
Are you kidding me? Literally not caring at all
No.
about this kid that you're helping raise, first of all.
Yeah, like, you're married. Like, you're that is now your kid as well. Like, that is your stepchild now. Like,
Over a game?
over a game. You're not gonna, like,
So our two guesses,
babysit?
our two guesses are Kirby
or Elton.
or Elden Ring. And the thing is Elden Ring is already very difficult. So getting an unexperienced player to come in and help is very.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's Kirby.
But also, like, you're taking Kirby that seriously. Like, maybe Elden Ring, because I know it's hard, so I'd understand being, like, consumed by it and being like, no, I need to play this game. But if you're taking Kirby that seriously, you need to, like, get professional help. Like, you need to go to therapy, because I really think there's something wrong with you.
No, I wouldn't do that for Kirby.
No, if your significant other was
No.
like, you need to either come to the hospital with me because
Or-
my dad had an accident,
Yeah.
or watch our kid, and you'd say, no, I'm playing Kirby.
I guess I'm a better person than this scumbag.
Yeah, this woman is horrible. She's
Like, oh my
horrible.
God.
And just so you know, the subreddit, the readers also said not a jerk for the writer, that they're not the jerk,
Yeah.
which I agree, because, like,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah.
what sane person would be like, no, you're wrong. You should have helped play Kirby. Like,
You
no.
should have beat the boss for her.
Come on. She was
And
having
then-
a hard time.
And then maybe she would have cared about your dad.
Yeah, but so annoying.
That also it implies that the whole day while the writer was at work, the wife was playing the game rather than watching the kid. So the kid was just like running around the house.
I mean, they're 5, so, like, I don't know how much trouble a 5-year-old gets into. I mean, maybe a lot.
I
Now
think
But, like, also, like, maybe they don't live in, like, a big house. So it's, like, kind of like 2 rooms.
maybe they're
so it
just
was
chilling
like,
there.
Yeah. So, or maybe the kid was playing too. Maybe the kid
No
was like,
way.
well, like, you
They
know that
would-
thing that you do where the kid plays the game, but it's like you playing and they're just kind of watching and, like, telling you what to do. So it's them playing the game.
Get the gem.
That's what I used to do with, like, my little cousins. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I would play the game and they would sit next to me and they would, like, tell me what to do. So they were thinking they were playing the game, but I was the one doing it.
I would always make my sister plug in another controller so I could pretend I'd playing. But
Oh,
then
that's
it would spawn a character and I'd be like, I don't know how to do this.
That's so funny. We can read another one, or we can move on to something else. Just whatever you want to do. I have a couple more, but we can move on, or read another one.
I think we should do another one.
Okay,
I
give you-
really want one where they're
I'll
the
give you a
jerk.
choice. How
Oh.
about I give you a little choice? Let me see if any of these are titled if they're the jerk. Okay, actually, never mind. So I have 2 choices. One, they're not the jerk, and one is they are. So I'll just pick the one where they are. Well, now I just spoiled it because I just told you that I'm gonna pick the one where they are. Let me find a different one. I'm really
Anyways,
spoiling all of this.
yeah, I'm
ooh,
thoroughly. The weather's kind of
not this. Not us defaulting to talking about the weather.
The weather's kind of nice, huh?
The weather is kind of nice.
It's my brain
It's
is
supposed
so
to be warm like the
programmed.
next couple days, which is fun because it's been really cold lately. The next couple days is supposed to be warm.
They also like apparently canceled sports events on campus because of
They
the
did
snow.
last week, yeah.
That's crazy. I
Last
didn't know
week they
that
did.
would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Are these not student athletes who are ready to put their body through the
Yeah.
trenches?
If you were a real athlete, you would destroy your body for the sport.
100%.
You would go so hard in your 4 years at college at the sport that when you graduate, the thing that you've spent all your time doing and putting all your passion into, you'll never be able to do again.
That's what the
Duh.
That's what the Russian ice skaters.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
And they're
to
also
them.
forced to take like. Never mind.
But they are.
They
Like,
are. No, like they are. Like,
everyone knows.
yeah. Like
yeah.
they are treated very horribly by their coaches. No. I don't want to open that
No.
link. I don't know where that link was going. but I
Oh,
didn't wanna
great.
open it.
Ryan's on the dark web.
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
I clicked
God.
an ad on
Oh.
Reddit. It was an ad for some UFC fight. I accidentally clicked it to like buy tickets or something, and I was like, I don't want to
Ew.
buy tickets.
A pay-per-view. Pay-per-view.
Whoa.
Sorry, I didn't.
Whoa, it's almost like you pay per view.
But first I was like, paper? No, it's not a pay-per-view.
No.
It's pay-per-view.
Per-view,
So I wanted
yeah.
to distinguish that.
Yes.
Because I'm not an idiot.
I'm not an idiot. Okay. Am I the jerk for asking my sister to be a groomswoman?
Groomswoman. Okay.
So like I'm assuming the writer is a man, and they usually have like the groomsman, and he doesn't have a brother, he probably has a sister, and he's like, will you be a groomswoman and be in like my
Oh.
groom's party, like my
Okay, yes.
because like how the bride has bridesmaids,
Yes.
he has like his groomsmen, but he has a sister, so he was like, I want you to be in it, but like
On my side.
on my side, yeah, because you're my sister. I'm assuming. I haven't even read it yet.
That's it.
So
Moving on. No.
anyway, we're done. Okay, that's that. Okay, so my 25 male fiance, 24 female, has never gotten along with my sister, 18 female. This girl's beefing with an 18-year-old, and she's 24.
God. I mean,
I want to say get a life, but maybe the sister is like a monster. But like right off the bat, I want to be like, you're a 24-year-old beefing with an 18-year-old.
like, literally, like, I'm 20. I think back when I was 18. What?
No, like,
Baby.
no, literally.
Baby alert. Like, literally.
Baby alert. Like imagine we're 20. Imagine us beefing with like a 15-year-old.
Oh, God.
Like you got into a fight with someone who's 15. Like no,
I just.
no,
I'd simply just, like, put my hand out.
no. Literally, I'd be
like,
like, "Are you even old
push
enough to
them away.
talk? Have you even
Literal
done algebra
babies.
yet? Like, can you?
Ew,
just
you can't even vote. Start using that as an insult.
You can't even vote. So like, why are you talking to
Ugh.
me? Anyway,
You can't be drafted. Ugh.
anyway, my fiance has never liked how close I am with my sister. I'm sorry. What? Your fiance doesn't like how
so-
close you are with your sister?
I'm so sick of it's always just like the women in the patriarchy are just pitted
Yeah.
against each other
Yeah.
constantly.
They feel like they have to like have like the
Do
men
they?
in their lives. Well, I'm just saying from what it seems like to these stories,
Sorry.
it seems like it's very much like these women are like, this man in our family, he's mine, and you can't. I was his sister first before you were his fiance, so he's my brother. So back off. Which like, I feel like in most cases your sister should be closer to you than well. I don't know. I don't
No,
feel like there's a
I-
hierarchy. I feel like it's like sister and fiance can both coexist peacefully.
And they're also because they're different spheres.
Right.
You know, like
Which is like the other thing where like emotional incest comes in, where it's like
yes.
mothers and sisters feeling as though they have some sort of capital to their son/brother's like romance life
It's
when
a,
they don't.
it's a mix of like viewing of relationships, which is like it's just like so uncomfortable, and it's probably what 50% of the am I the jokes are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. Go on.
I proposed to my fiance. Let's call her Sarah. So he gives her a fake name, so we know his fiance is Sarah. A few months ago, and things have been going smoothly. In fact, I would say our relationship has never been better. Okay, well, that's good. A few days ago, Sarah listed off to me all of the people she wanted as bridesmaids, and not surprisingly, my sister was not one of them. She said she was planning on asking them in a few more months to be in our wedding. So she had a bridal party, and she was going to say, I'll invite your sister later, just like a guest, but she's not going to be in
Yeah.
my bridal party.
Which is Reasonable.
Right, like it's not her sister, so she's not obligated to put her in her bridal party if she doesn't want to.
Exactly.
And I mean, if he knows that they have beef, then it makes sense that she wouldn't.
And like
include her in.
I would hope that the sister wouldn't want to be because
Right. Also, if your sister has beef with her too, the sister wouldn't be like, I want to be in her bridal party. It's like you don't even like her, so why would you want to be in her bridal
to
party?
ruin it.
Yeah, literally. Sarah then asked me if I knew who I wanted as groomsmen. I listed off a couple of friends that Sarah knew, and then I said I wanted my sister to be one of my groomsmen. This made Sarah upset. Sorry. She said that it wasn't traditional for a woman to be a groomsman and that it would embarrass her. Internalized misogyny, here we come. Miss Ma'am has been drinking that Kool-Aid offered to her by the patriarchy. She's just sipping it up. I explained to her that my sister was one of the most important people in my life and she was going to be a part of our wedding. Period. That's all the reason you need. That's it.
Exactly.
Conversation over.
And
you
someone
said,
that you
no.
love
Right.
is willing to do that.
And
for
you spent probably your entire life with. I mean, she's younger than him, so yeah, he literally her entire
their
life
yeah.
he has been in. So he's probably like, no, like I want her there. This made I already said that. This made Sarah even more upset, and she accused me of trying to ruin her wedding day and locked herself in the bathroom. Oh,
I'm very much sick of brides only claiming it's their wedding day.
Right.
Because that just perpetuates the idea that it's something that a man does not want to do.
Right. And it absolves men of like responsibility, quote unquote, like on the wedding day. And it puts all of the pressure on the woman, which like she obviously is doing to herself because she's like, it's all about me. But like also like that's really bad to be like this event that's supposed to be the union of us is about me. So now I'm going to take all of the responsibility and you just have to show up is very weird. And like, why would you want that?
Like I want an active partner doing
like, shouldn't this be the two of you doing it together and having like an event that celebrates the both of you and like your relationship and not just about like me.
Bridezilla.
Bridezilla alert. It's been a few days since this, and we haven't spoken at all. Ooh, that's a bad sign. Many of her family members have reached out to me and asked me to not include my sister in the... Her family is reaching out to him and being like, don't put your sister in the wedding. I would literally tell those people to never speak to me again.
I would call off the wedding at this point.
Literally, I'd be like, this is ridiculous.
I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Like I love you, but this is something that is not, like, this is a huge red flag wailing in the wind.
Yeah. And then the family said that Sarah should be the most important woman in my life, not my sister. Can't they both be important women in his life? Why does it have to be one over the other? Why can't they both be important to him? Like, people are capable of having multiple different important relationships that take up different parts of their lives. It doesn't have to be, you have to have one person. That's like the whole, like, you can only have one best friend. Like, no. I can have as many best friends as I want.
People, like, it's... People aren't like just like categories. I don't know. Like oh my God, it's just so infuriating that I don't know what to say. Like obviously, and it's his sister.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want your brother to be in the wedding. Like, could you imagine?
I bet she doesn't have siblings.
I bet
I bet she's an only child because this is only. No offense to the only children out there. This is only child behavior.
You don't act like this if you have a sibling.
No, because you know that they're going to be in the wedding because you're like, it's literally my sibling. Like,
they're in the wedding.
Yeah, like they contractually have. Like when I get married, me and my brothers aren't the closest, but they'll probably be in the wedding somehow. In some form, they will be there and they will be in the wedding.
Flower boys.
I just might make them do that.
Manifest it.
My phone locked. Hold on. Okay. Okay. My mother-in-law. She's not your mother-in-law yet. Unless they get married at the end of this, which, yikes. My mother-in-law even called me, telling me that I was making Sarah depressed and that I was a horrible person for doing this to my future wife. Great. So now they're like...
No, it's him doing it to her.
It's all his fault. It's all his fault. He should just not invite his sister. Duh. Obviously.
Guess I'll shut up.
My sister heard about all of this and told me that it was okay to not invite her. Aw, no, she shouldn't be made to feel like that. Because now she's being like, well, if it's going to cause some issue, I just won't come because, like, I don't want to, like, jeopardize your marriage. But also, like...
It's just also weird that the 18-year-old is being more civil than the 24-year-old.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I stood my ground and told all of them that my sister would be included no matter what, period. The fact that he's like, I'm not backing down from this. And then he says, am I the jerk? And then there's a couple edits. But, I mean, I feel like...
No.
No, like... What? Okay. Edit. Sarah dislikes... Huh? Wait.
Great. Another stupid person.
People are really bad at grammar. Sarah's okay. I know what they're trying to say. Sarah's dislike stems from her walking in on my sister and I cuddling. Sister had her head on my shoulder and my arm was wrapped around her, which made Sarah upset. Okay, I mean, I don't know. Like
sometimes touch, it does not have to be
romantic.
I mean, it can just be platonic, and especially his head on the shoulder, arm around her. That's just like,
maybe he was comforting her. Like maybe she was talking to him about like, oh, I'm having a really bad day, and he was like, okay, well here, let me like.
Especially a big brother. That's very much a thing a big brother would do.
I don't think it's that weird. Unless you watch them like kissing or something, then that's weird.
Oh my god!
Like,
anything first of all, when it said cuddling, I was like, whoa.
Right, but then I read what that entailed, and I was like, okay, well,
that's not cuddling.
Right. And obviously, she said she just walked in and then got upset, so she didn't have context. Obviously, she kind of just walked in, saw it, and made assumptions in her head, and then got upset. And it was like, you don't even know what's happening. Like, you don't even know what's happening right now. You're just like assuming
because everything's about her.
Right. Second edit. My sister is aromantic and told me when she first came out that she would most likely never get married, and that made her sad. I told her she could be included in my wedding, even if it wasn't the same thing. I will never forget the look of joy on my sister's face. This is why I won't back down for those wondering. I love this man. I want to marry him.
Yeah, that's a fantastic.
I want to marry him. Like, that is so...
because it is like that is something that is like just like a real reality for a lot of people, and like even for people who aren't aromantic, they just like might not get married.
Right.
And still being able to be part of that for someone that you care about so deeply.
Right.
Like, because it's not just about them on that day. Like, it's about the two getting married, but like for everyone else, it's about the joy of seeing them getting married. Right. Or the spite.
Jealous exes. I know people, I've read Am I the Jerk stories of people inviting their like exes to their wedding. And I'm like, I understand being on good terms with your exes, but why do you want them there? Like, do you want to like rub it in their face? Like, look, this could have been you, but it's not. Like, why invite your exes to your wedding? That just seems so weird to me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. Like, that seems weird.
Well, no, your exes.
Anyway.
I got him, folks. I got him.
Okay, this is the last edit.
Oh.
I'm planning on calling off the engagement with Sarah when I get home from work. My sister is more important to me than any miserable marriage. I will be home around 8, so look out for an update around then. And then that was it. This was posted 6 hours ago.
So, oh my God, wait.
So soon he should post an update. I think he's calling off the engagement
today.
This is a hot story right off the press.
So I'm assuming it is 8:28 at.
He said 8.
He gets home
EST.
at 8.
He said 8 EST.
EST. So they're talking about ending the...
Right now.
Oh, God! These are real people that we're talking about.
Maybe. It could be a lie. He could make up times. Just because he said that doesn't mean it's actually true. I'd like to believe this were true, but you never know.
It's so elaborate.
It is.
I kind of want to know. I kind of want to update people like in the comments or something.
Right.
Be like, by the way.
Yeah. If
he was found dead.
Oh, God.
Just kidding.
Just kidding, guys. We don't actually know. We made that up. We're not news reporters. Don't come for us. We don't know anything.
Breaking news.
But yeah. I think final verdict is definitely not the jerk.
Not the jerk. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, no. I really hope he calls off this engagement because, like, ew.
Could you imagine, like, looking at the person that you claim you love, saying, I don't care enough about people around you
to want them at the wedding? Everyone who I want at the wedding will be there, but that one person that you care about more than me cannot come is so weird. That would be like being like, your mother cannot come to this
There's
wedding.
Also no mention of his family at all in that.
No.
So either they're doing nothing to like support him, or it's just them.
or they're minding their own business. Unless his family is like, we don't want to deal with this.
Here's
This is
some
between the two of you.
Here's some cash. Have an open bar.
Right. Like maybe they're like the polar opposite of her family, who's very much like, how dare you tell her that you're gonna invite
and
your
they're
sister?
like, dump her.
Yeah, they're like, who? Who's Sarah? They're like, we don't know who that is. Who's that?
Not even paying attention.
They're like, you're getting married? Oh, when?
It's over.
Tomorrow?
It's a FaceTime. They're in there. They're like in a golf cart in Florida, in one of those retirement communities. Yeah. The dad's driving and he has like a martini in the other hand.
It's like
they're running into people.
It's like at the wedding, none of them can come. So it's like, and their chairs just iPads of them like on FaceTime. Like on all of the chairs at the reception, it's just a little iPad with like each member of his family, and they all
There's
just
a
like
lot of
list up.
iPads.
It's just,
but it's only their top half.
yeah, it's only it's like a Zoom call for the wedding, a Zoom wedding. Oh my god,
it's actually not even
so
happening,
funny.
probably. So
probably not even real, but that's so funny.
Everything could be fake.
Everything on the internet could potentially be fake. So,
Great.
You know, it's not fake. The Grammys.
Oh, what a segue!
Oh, I'm so good at segues.
No, you're not.
We're gonna talk about the Grammys because they happened yesterday. For those of you who live under a rock and don't have the internet, which I don't know how you'd be listening to this if you don't have the internet, because that's the only way you can listen to this.
Wow, you're so right about that.
Yeah, think about that. Think about that.
Keep that in your mind as you go to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Manifest it.
Remember, the internet is a privilege.
Not a
But
right.
it's also a curse. Anyway.
And I'm burdened with it every day.
Every day I wake up, I look at my phone, and I think, wow, the internet exists.
Every day I wake up. I love that audio. It's Adam Driver just screaming, every day I wake up. And that's it.
It's like,
just,
wow.
it's like
that reminds me. So I'm a big fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, if you didn't know.
Oh, really?
Shut up. And one of the challenges they did was like they parodied the show itself, and they made like a fake trailer for like this season. That was like one of their challenges that they had. And they made one of the girls named Deja Sky, who is an icon, made a joke in the trailer about how on Drag Race they like to play up the emotional plot lines, and they really like people to talk about like their trauma. And one of the things she said was, when I was young, I was born at a really young age. And it was really hard. And she basically talked about just being a baby. And it was like, I would just wake up and I would poop myself. And it was so funny. And that's what that makes me think of.
I would wake up, I would poop myself.
And I didn't know why.
I just cried.
I would just cry.
Retweet.
And I couldn't talk. It's so funny. She was like, when I was born at such a young age.
Yes, you were.
You were. Yes, you were. Oh, it's so funny. It gets me every time. Anyway.
Grammys.
Ignoring that. Grammys. The Grammys happened, and it further solidifies my opinion that we should just abolish all award shows because they're pointless.
Because I also, like, no one would have known the Oscars happened if not the dreaded incident happened.
The drama. If
the drama
hadn't
of it all.
unfolded, which I don't even want to.
You
If you know, you know. If you know about it, you've heard it talked about to death. You don't need two white people sitting here being like, the Oscars.
I do like
snapping.
I do like the edits of the voices they do, like Marty the elephant and the fish from Shark Tale.
Yeah.
Those one
Some of the memes are pretty funny.
I do have to say, I saw one yesterday where Chris Rock was like exploded like a Minecraft death, and that one I laughed. That one got me.
And there's like a diamond and like a pickaxe, like
because it's like
it's really funny.
You know, as much as like it's still like someone slapping someone.
Right.
Everyone's gonna find that funny in some way.
Right. That's kind of where we're at with just celebrities in general. I saw a tweet that was like, after the incident, I looked up Chris Rock's net worth and I looked up Will Smith's net worth, and then I looked up my net worth, and when nothing came up, I realized, oh yeah, I don't care about this. And I was like, that's the energy everyone needs to have. Is like, this is a bunch of rich people talking about nothing. Like,
and before, also, no one watches TV anymore.
No.
You know, no one watches like,
no.
You know, like, no one cares. So it's like, these things are still being televised on, you know, ABC.
Yeah. Hulu. You can watch the Oscars on Hulu.
Too bad. I
Yeah.
didn't.
I was on Hulu yesterday and I saw the little thing that was like, watch the Oscars. And I was like, no,
They only have the
I'm good.
like playback. They didn't.
It's not live. It's like the recorded version.
Well, obviously it's not live. The
Oh,
Oscars have been going on for a week now.
A week?
I
A
mean-
week-long
yeah.
celebration.
Well, you know what? A lot of stuff actually goes like unaired.
Mhm.
So they had like a lot more content that they could have put.
Yeah.
Apparently Samuel L. Jackson, he got an Oscar, but it wasn't televised.
Oh,
One of the
that's weird.
most well-known actors.
Yeah. Well, the Grammys has that. Like, they will have little, like it before commercial breaks, they'll do a quick, like, and this person won this award. And it's like, okay. And then they'll cut to a commercial, and then that'll be it. Like, they don't actually walk off stage, like, give a speech. It's literally just, like, a quick, like,
Which sucks.
on the commercial break, this person won this award. Like, it's very much
Because we don't
like,
stop for you.
yeah, like, there's, like, the very, like, small, like, niche awards are very much just kind of like, yeah, I mean, this person won, but whatever. Let's get back to, like, the big stuff.
So Olivia Rodrigo won 3 Grammys.
She did. Let me look up the specific ones that I know she won Pop Vocal Album of the Year, Brand New Artist, and I think she won Song of the Year for Driver's License.
Either way, like whatever the categories are, like
Yes. I know the first 2 I said are right, but
So
I'm not 100 about the third one.
that's still 3 Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
Give her 1 and let her go off and make something else.
Yeah, New Artist. Oh my god, they make this so
Are you telling me?
complicated.
What's the band that was up for New Artist that has literally been around since?
Oh,
20
Glass Animals.
Yes, Glass Animals.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, the New Artist didn't go to Glass Animal.
Pop Solo Performance is the third one that she won.
Pop solo
did not.
performance.
But out of the people that are under brand new new artist,
That's
I
the
mean,
one she deserved to win.
yeah, she out of the people listed, she is like the only one that I think she's the most famous one out of all of
Yeah.
them. Which isn't like just because you're the most famous person doesn't mean you should win. But that's my thing with the Grammys and why they just shouldn't happen. Because I don't understand how you can take art that is so different and pit it against each other and then decide this is the best one. Like how does that work? You're always gonna make people mad and you're always gonna make the wrong decision. So like, why even bother?
Is it the Grammy? So is it the Grammys right now that has an all white, like?
I believe so. Yeah, committee. Yeah,
Yeah.
The Grammy committee. Yeah, I believe so.
So it's like just like a whole half of the world's music is just like not like represented fully.
Yeah, I mean they have categories for like reggae album and like Latin album.
Yeah,
and
but it's like
they aren't centered. Like they aren't like the pop stuff and like the rap stuff are like the more like those are the focus stuff. Like that's the stuff that they really like advertise and are like this is the big like this is the
Yeah.
big and like usually with like things like brand new artist and like album of the year, it's usually like album of the year, all the nominees are like pop, R&B, and like rap albums for album of the year. And like that's it. Like there aren't really any other genres in there. And then like for brand new artist, there's some pop people, there's a couple indie people, there's some rappers, and that's about it.
there's so much more music out there that is just like not going known.
Yeah. It's and that's my thing is like you cannot create something that can actively celebrate every single type of music fairly. It's just not gonna. There's so much music out there and there's so much talent out there. In order for them to create a show that could focus on all that music fairly, it would be like a 7-hour long award
'Cause
show
there's
that
already-
no one will watch.
There's already the Country Music Awards.
Right, which is like great that country music has their own thing and they realize like we can just do our own thing. And country still gets represented here and there's still an award, like a Grammy for country. But like, first of all, it's not feasible that every single genre of music is going to be able to curate an award show specifically for them that's
Yeah.
going to garner attention, you know? Like BET, which is like the Black Entertainment Television, like
Okay.
they have their own awards. Like the BET has their own awards. It's all exclusively like Black talent,
Yeah.
which is great. But it's like you have to go out of your way to make a space for your community in order to get that kind of attention that you want. And I just don't know how likely it is that every single genre of music can do that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's
I
very
agree.
difficult. So the idea of the Grammys is nice, but then again, it's like, how can we sit here and be like, this is what objectively is the best album. Like,
I agree.
you
I
can't.
agree.
So like, I don't know.
I think the same with like movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Same with musicals. I don't know. Like, yeah, like nothing is gonna be produced on such a scale that's gonna be a complete flop.
No.
Obviously, there has been, but it's like we know those movies. Morbius, we know that one failed.
Yeah.
We know the first Suicide Squad failed. Like we know from the audience.
Right.
Like, and if these movies are, first of all, half of them like most people didn't even see.
Yeah.
Which I'm talking about the Oscars now personally.
Yeah.
But like the movies that people did see were, let's say, most of the animated ones.
And the Oscars don't care at all about about animated movies. I said the Grammys. The Oscars don't care at all about the Grammys. No, the Oscars do not care about animated movies and horror. Those are the two genres of movies that the Oscars wants nothing to do with. And it makes me so angry because they're my two favorite genres of movies.
Exactly.
So I'm like, why would I watch the Oscars? I don't care about any of those movies. I don't watch those movies. I don't want to watch them.
And even like film bros who like love Quentin Tarantino, I don't think he's ever won an Oscar.
Let me look at Quentin Tarantino's thing.
Leonardo DiCaprio won one, and he is like there was a running
He's in every
joke.
movie.
Every single movie.
He's in every movie.
Samuel L. Jackson just won his first one.
Which is absolutely
Will Smith
insane.
just won his first one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else he would have done before to nominate him for an Oscar,
I
though.
do not think.
I Am Legend.
Yeah.
He was probably nominated
So,
for
on Wikipedia, on Quentin Tarantino's Wikipedia page, it said he has won 2 Academy Awards, 2 British Academy Film Awards, 4 Critics' Choice Movie Awards, 4 Golden Globe Awards, and then he's been nominated for Grammys and he's been nominated for Primetime Emmy Awards. And
that. What would he be nominated for as a Grammy?
I assume
for?
soundtrack.
Oh.
I assume soundtrack because
Why is he? Oh, I guess if
well,
he did
directed. Yeah, I mean, if he directed it, because like that's the thing. When you win a Grammy, like Doja Cat, she won a Grammy. Her and SZA did for "Kiss Me More."
Slay.
They aren't the only ones who actually get a Grammy. They're the ones who like go up on stage and like do their thing, and like they, like the audience sees them get the Grammys. But everyone who worked on that song, like all the producers, everybody, they all get their own Grammys for that.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like they can't go and be like, "Kiss Me More" by Doja Cat, SZA, this person. They can't list every single person's name, so they just pick like the artist, and then it's just like if you worked on the song, you also get a Grammy for it.
Oh, so there's like multiple Grammys for.
Yeah,
like
like there's
each-
multiple recipients. Yeah, but they just kind of they just put it all under the song, and they're like, this song wins, and everybody who gets this song.
So there's a lot of Grammys out there then.
Yeah, you get them after like the ones they get. I think the ones that they get on the actual day, they don't keep those specific ones. You get like mailed a one afterwards. Those ones are just like take pictures with. And for like the whole ceremony of it all, but like your actual Grammy comes in the mail and have like your name, like the plate will have like your name on it. The ones at the event are just for like show.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, so that's why a lot of the producers they'll like get their Grammys at a later date.
Interesting. Do you think Gustavo Rock ever got one? The producer from Big Time Rush.
Has Big Time Rush canonically won Grammys? I don't know if they're Grammy.
They've
awarded.
gotten them platinum, I think, or gold.
Yeah, but that's like sales. Gold is like
They deserve a Grammy
when
though.
you sell X amount of. I think it's like there's like some specific number when you sell like over that many, your song goes gold, and then platinum is like another number of sales.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, gold and platinum is like how
Good
many.
thing I'm not in the music industry anymore.
Let me see. How does a song go gold? Because I know there's like a specific number.
Interesting.
A gold record is a song or album that sells 500,000 units, records, tapes, and CDs. So when you sell over 500,000 records, tapes, and CDs, you go gold.
Oh, so that's so interesting. So that does, to your knowledge, does that exclude streaming services? So every time a person listens to their song on a streaming service,
I would say yes. Hold on, let me see what Wikipedia says. So for gold, it's 500,000. For platinum, it's 1 million. For multi-platinum, it's 2 million plus. And then for diamond, it's 10 million For a song to go diamond, you have to sell 10 million units.
Diamond.
I wonder how many songs have gone diamond. Starting from February 1st, 2016, each album unit may be one of the following. One digital or physical album sold or shipped, 10 tracks from the album downloaded, 1,500 on-demand audio or video streams of songs from the album.
How many of them?
1,500. 1,500.
So that counts as, that's how much it's needed for it to go.
That is one unit. Would be 1,500 on-demand audio or visual streams of the song. So like
that's a lot.
I assume YouTube, like that's like YouTube streams, because then it's 10 tracks from the album have been downloaded. It counts as one sale, and then if one digital or physical album sold or shipped. So if you go on iTunes and like buy an album, that's one sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
think it makes sense for streaming that like just because I stream a song one time doesn't count as a sale of that song. It has to be like a couple times. Because it's not like physical. Maybe.
I get that.
Like I feel like that makes sense. But 1,500 seems like a lot.
Because like one person can't do that in a day. And like I could go out and buy something and still count, like buy a CD and that will count. Like it's uneven and is not well equipped for modern times.
Yeah. They have a list on here of all of the diamond certified
oh my God
stuff. We have the Greatest Hits album by the Eagles. Thriller by Michael Jackson, Hotel California by the Eagles, Back in Black by AC/DC, the Beatles album by the Beatles.
They're like
self-titled. Yeah. The Wall by Pink Floyd, Rumors by Fleetwood Mac, Greatest Hits by Elton John, Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morissette. Old Town Road by Lil Nas X.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Because I remember when that song like demolished a bunch of records. Like it's
because everyone liked it.
Well.
Everyone liked it.
Yes. Metallica by Metallica. They're like self-titled. Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. Born in the USA, Bruce Springsteen.
I think
21 by Adele.
I think that's very interesting because a lot of them, like, especially like in the beginning of the ones up until the Jagged Little Pill and Lil Nas, that was like all 70s, 80s.
Yeah, Jagged Little Pill came out in 1995, and Old Town Road was 2019.
So everything else was...
Yeah, like... Metallica was like 91. Yeah, they're all like pre-2000, most of them. The only ones that are like post-2000, 21 by Adele, Somebody That I Used to Know by Goatee. I don't know how to say that song. Radioactive by Imagine Dragons.
No!
But that makes sense because that song popped off in 2012.
Oh my God.
That song popped off.
POV, You're My Demons.
Literally. All of Me by John Legend. Closer by the Chainsmokers featuring Halsey. Just the Way You Are, Bruno Mars. Lose Yourself, Eminem. Love the Way You Lie by Eminem featuring Rihanna. Despacito. Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran.
Oh, Ed Sheeran, no.
Baby by Justin Bieber.
Ew, of course.
Firework by Katy Perry.
Okay, that's a sleigh.
Hybrid Theory, Linkin Park. Come Away With Me, Norah Jones, 2002.
Never heard of it.
25 by Adele. So Adele, two of Adele's albums have gone down.
How many albums does she have?
3.
Oh my God.
I think there's 21, 25, and then 30, which is the one she like just released. 21 and 25 have both gone diamond.
Was she 21 and respectively 25 and respectively 30?
I don't know if I think 30. I think she is over 30, but I think it's called 30 because it mostly talks about her experiences at the age of like 30. But I think the other two.
Because the new one talks about like her divorce,
right? Which was like a couple years ago. So I think she's more over 30. But I think it just talks about her experiences being 30.
Interesting.
Meant to Be by BB Rexa and Florida Georgia Line. You would know it if you heard it.
Okay.
I'm sure. It came out in 2017. It was like, how does it go? I'm trying to remember.
It's a diamond album. You should know.
Yeah, I should. I've definitely heard the song multiple times against my will because I don't like that song. If it meant to be, it would be.
Oh,
that song.
All right.
When I Was Your Man, Bruno Mars, God's Plan, Drake. A lot of Eminem stuff. Cruise, Florida Georgia Line. Oh, Dark Horse by Katy Perry.
Ooh.
Bad Romance by Lady Gaga.
Oh my God, the first instance of Gaga.
Yeah, Michael Jackson is one. Maroon 5, Mariah Carey, Mark Ronson, NSYNC, Outkast, Happy by Pharrell Williams. Congratulations by Post Malone. That graduation song. Sunflower by Post Malone and Sway Lee for Into the Spider-Verse. That's a good song.
That's a good song.
Up by Shania Twain.
Up.
One by the Beatles.
Okay. Is there like a
Weekend.
finite list or like?
Yeah, no,
does
it's
it-
like a full list.
Like,
Oh.
what does it end anytime soon?
I don't know. Oh, Cardi B has some.
Okay, I think we're good. I think
Yeah,
we've
it's
gotten,
very long.
We've gotten
It's much
the
more than I
idea.
thought. I thought that was going to be something that was much harder to get because like Miley Cyrus has some, Queen, Taylor Swift. Oh,
That makes sense.
Shake It Off.
Oh, for Shake It Off, really?
Shake It Off and her album Fearless. Those are her only two.
But Shake It Off, that song.
Yeah.
I
Shake it off.
Well, I guess
shake it
that
off.
a lot of
Whoa, whoa.
those ones like
Yeah.
were memed a bunch because it wasn't. I don't know. No, it was 21 or whatever, 22, with the goat sound. Do you remember the goat scream?
Oh, yeah. I'm feeling 22.
No, it wasn't that song, but there was
Oh.
a song with they did a goat sound.
I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, we're done. Put it away.
Hold on, wait, no, there's one more.
Ugh.
There was one I was surprised by. Where was it? Hey, Soul Sister by Train.
Hey, Soul Sister.
And you Stressed Out by 21 Pilots? I have to stop.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Ew.
Stressed Out.
Well, that was the album, right? And then
Blurry
Face was the album, and Stressed Out was the song that was the most popular off of that album.
Yeah.
I do have to say. But yeah, I feel like in general,
Mm-hmm.
award shows need to go. The only good ones are the Kids' Choice Awards, the Teen Choice Awards.
The Nickelodeon Awards.
I literally
the VMAs are good.
Oh, really?
I like the VMAs. Yeah, the MTV VMAs. Those are good because they're all about like music videos.
I remember the Kids' Choice Awards the year Jack Black hosted.
Oh yeah.
I also remember the year Nick Cannon hosted.
I remember the one with Jack Black because they had that promo commercial of him like jumping out of a plane or something, and it was like
Oh my god, really?
I like remember that vividly. It was like one
I'm
where it
sure
was
it
Jack
happened.
Black, and he was like, "I'm hosting the Kids' Choice Awards," and he like jumped. I don't know. It was probably not a real plane. Probably
There
a green
was-
screen. But he
I'm
was
sure.
like, "Oh!" and like jumped out.
There
of a
was
plane.
some catchphrase that they did where it's like Jack is back. Maybe.
Oh.
Oh, that was for the second time he hosted.
Yeah, because they did Back in Black by AC/DC, but they changed it, and it was like Jack is
It's
back.
back.
And they changed the
Yeah.
lyrics,
Oh my god, I remember that.
Yeah.
I think that's why Jack Black is so close to my heart.
Because of the Kids' Choice
100%.
Probably.
I also trying to think because I wish I could remember the incidents of the people getting slimed more.
Oh yeah, I remember the Katy Perry one because she like
It's
gets
everywhere.
she gets her award, and they have it angled like directly at her face.
Like a gun.
Yeah, so it like shoots at her, and it all just goes right into her face immediately. And I'm like, that would hurt.
I don't think that stuff is safe to consume.
No.
So
They used to sell it. Do you remember that? In like the tubs.
Oh
You could, like, buy the
yeah.
I always wanted it. I wanted. To
I wanted
eat
to
it.
get slimed so
I wanted to eat
badly.
it. I just wanted to know what it tasted like.
It doesn't taste good.
Probably
sure-
not. Probably tastes like rubber, like plastic.
What if it tastes really good? What if it was just like
I think about that.
oh god.
This reminds me of something. They used to sell. I remember this so vividly. You know what Dunkaroos are?
Yes.
With the cookies and the frosting.
Yeah.
They used to sell Shrek Dunkaroos, and the frosting was green,
Ew.
and the cookies were Shrek's face. And I remember I used to eat that as a kid, and I remember thinking this must be what Nickelodeon slime tastes like. The green frosting from Shrek Dunkaroos.
Wow, if only life was
Let me find a picture of them.
if only Ryan's little fantasy was reality.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I feel like Katy Perry would have been a lot happier if green frosting was shot directly at her rather than just like this high pressurized. It's so pressurized. It's
it
so-
like pushes her back.
Yeah.
Like she like steps
because
back 'cause it
normally,
shoots her
normally
so
when
hard.
it gets slime.
No, she falls.
Oh yeah, she.
That's the
falls
video where she
back.
falls down.
But usually it gets like dumped on her head or
Mhm.
dumped on people's heads,
Not shot in their face.
or like it's like an explosion that happens in front of them.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Ew,
Yeah.
those are gross.
And the cookies. Oh, the cookies were S's with like the little ogre
Oh.
ears on them.
I was gonna say, I bet those cookies did not look like
Okay,
Shrek at
no,
all.
they were the S with the little Shrek ears, and then the frosting was green.
Because aren't the cookies little D's? Or are they just circles?
I think they're little D's on the original.
Because
They also
Dunkaroos.
had a kid cuisine Shrek meal that came with green pudding.
I do remember eating kid cuisines.
I remember the Twinkies. The
Ew,
Shrek
I
Twinkies
do
with the green
not
frosting.
remember that.
I do remember those. Oh, I remember these ones. They came in this kind of box.
Oh. Ryan's showing me a picture of said
Yes.
box as we speak.
Ew.
What?
Shrek waffle sticks, and they have a green swamp syrup.
No.
And they're
Listen.
blueberry waffles with a green swamp
No.
syrup.
I'm
maple
sorry.
syrup.
I like, especially also with like purple ketchup. No. You cannot. There's a reason that
Ew.
stopped selling.
Green Rice Krispie treats.
Stop. Oh.
Green
it's
is not a good.
rancid.
Green is not a good color
It's rancid.
for processed foods.
Guess who I am? It's rancid.
I don't know.
Idiot sandwich. Guess.
I still don't know. I have no idea.
It's rotten.
Who?
I'm Gordon Ramsay.
Sure. Sure you are. Okay.
It's rotten.
We can pretend that that's who you are. Sure, if that's what you want.
You do a Gordon Ramsay impression then.
Your idiot sandwich. It's
Oh, God.
rancid.
Thanks so much for watching.
On that note, let's wrap this up.
Rancid. I'm done.
Enough.
Silence.
Okay, that's that. Thank you everyone for listening. Sorry this was so all over the place for a while.
I feel like we have some definite plans for next week, hopefully.
Oh, okay.
I have some stuff written down that I completely forgot about.
Oh, okay, cool.
But here we are
Show
at the end
over.
of the show anyways.
Yeah. That's
The
okay.
Am I the Jerks were very eventful. Both of them ended
True.
up being not the jerks,
Yeah.
to my knowledge.
I'll have to try to find some.
Because I love
Yeah.
hearing it from the point of view of the person who is obviously in the wrong.
Right. It's hard because a lot of them are labeled. So I have to like hunt for ones that are not labeled, which is hard. And sometimes they aren't labeled and then I read them and then it turns out the person's not the jerk. And I'm like, well, okay, well then that was a waste of time because they aren't even the jerk. So it's hard. But
We can alternate finding them because
Yeah.
it's fun being like,
yeah. Being like,
ooh, you don't know.
Yeah, like, ooh.
The mystery of it all.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
let's see. Let's start plugging stuff.
Oh yeah.
So-
Well, follow us. We should start with
Yes.
us. Follow
I
us.
guess.
Okay. Follow us on Instagram at Gay and Grossed Out.
And then on our YouTube, The Gay and the Grossed Out.
Yes.
This will be our 4th episode posted,
Yes.
despite those who know the truth.
Yes, but that's for the stands of this radio show.
No one stands us.
We should create a fake stan account that's just us, but we like say
Stop! You don't say it out loud.
we can edit this out. Whatever. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
I'll talk to you about that later.
Okay,
though.
perfect. And then follow me on Instagram at RyanXLibra. I post album reviews Monday, Wednesday, Fridays around 2:00. Depends how late
If
I
he's
sleep in.
feeling
Depends
like
on how
it.
late I sleep in. Depends on when I remember to do them because sometimes I forget. But yeah. What about you?
You can find me on Instagram at Cassidy Heinen or
No, at Cass Heinen. That's your at.
no, it's not. Not on
Yes, it is.
Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram it's at Cass Heinen.
No, it's not. I'm gonna lose my mind if it is.
Okay.
I'm scared now. No, it's Cassidy Heinen.
I thought it was Cass.
Oh my
Heinen.
god. Oh, you scared me.
I thought it was. No, I genuinely was like, oh, I think it's like not that. Oh well.
Wow, a man telling me what to do.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway.
Right after Women's History Month?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Anyways, you can find me there or my earring shop at space.ace.shop. Haven't really
Sure.
posted anything in a while, but
It's okay.
school.
There's stuff there, so if you want to buy stuff,
Oh my god.
they're available.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I mean, you weren't gonna say it, so.
I'm over. I'm done.
Okay, thanks guys for listening. Catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye.